Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stockertim, the investors channel. We are happy to actually bring you the update on the stock market. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any update. Join us on X, Stockertim Live, on TikTok, Stockertim, and also on Instagram at Stockertim Live. So we want to bring you the update as per how far the market has really gone. The stock market really has been very, very dramatic this year. Also very, very unpredictable and uncertain, for the lack of a better word. But even in the midst of the whole uncertainty and unpredictability with the trade tariff, a whole lot of back and forth between China and the US, trade deals with Japan, with India, and so many other countries, we actually see that the market is still very much available for investing and investing opportunities. And like I always say, there is so much opportunity in the market anytime at any given day. And you don't have to time the market, you don't have to predict what is going to happen. You just need to follow time tested formula and traditions or processes that actually will yield you better returns in the medium, short, or even long term. So I'll get into the chart about what is the state of the market. Should you be actually be buying or holding? Holding means you don't do anything. Buying is okay. You go and take position, and maybe selling if you want to sell. But is this really a good time to sell, and why are you actually selling? Let me show you a chart, and I'll actually bring home more point to actually buttress where exactly are we, what should you be doing as an investor, and how to also position yourself. Join me. So here is the Nasdaq. Here is the Vanguard S&P 500. The S&P 500, like we always say, is the most potent measurement of the success, or the opposite of that, of the stock market. If the stock market is doing well, the best index that you can actually use to check, also check whether you are performing better or you are performing below the market, is the S&P 500. Very, very good index to actually see what is going on. So year to date, the S&P 500, if you look at the chart in front of you, you could actually see sometime around April 18th. That was when we had the worst sell-off in the market, and you could actually see that almost immediately, a day after, there was a reversal to the upside, and you could see that despite the fact that we had some dips here and there, the market seems to have started recovering. So if I go back to the 1 month chart, it will give you better perspective about where the market is going. So if you look at that particular day, the 8th of April was a very, very quote unquote very bloody day in the market. There was a huge sell-off because the uncertainty between the US and China just keeps piling up. Tough talking between both parties, a whole lot of companies not knowing how to actually project, how to actually plan their business, or even what they are going to tell investors and shareholders in the first quarter results update that they will be given, which has really started in the last 2 weeks. But we are actually not at that point anymore. We have started seeing a progression to the upside. That doesn't necessarily take out all the uncertainty off the table. What that just does is that we now have better clearance, better clarity about where the market wants to actually position. There is so much certainty to an extent that has now been baked in. The US is now negotiating with Japan, with India, with South Korea, with the UK, with the EU, with so many countries, according to the White House. And this confirmation weren't necessarily opposed by this country. So there are a whole lot of talks going on. China is the only elephant in the room. And despite the fact that China has denied negotiating with the US, we have actually seen, a whole lot of other sources that actually suggested that China and the US are actually talking. They might actually still be at that point where there's not much of, back down on both sides that has been reached, but negotiation has started. And that's why you could actually see that despite the fact that we had a few dips here and there, the market seems to have started creeping up to the upside. So if you look at the 5 day chart, in the last 5 days, you could actually see very, very correlating to the theory that because we've started seeing more certainty building into the market is now more or less buying. There is a more weighting to risky assets. So a whole lot of tech stocks. I'm going to show a few charts of some specific tech stocks. Just join me. Let's quickly just do look at one of the most talked about stock on Wall Street in the last 1 or 2 years is Palantir, which we own at Stockertim. If you check the last 5 days, Palantir has done well over 15%. In the last 1 month, you could actually see that it's done over 35%. So even with the last, year to date, it's done over 51%. So a whole lot of the uncertainty that started when the tariff war was actually baked into the whole story of the growth, the AI boom, was that a whole lot of companies are actually making money from AI. AI is a business case that is even yet to take off if you actually look at it. So at the end of the day, you actually see that the market is now getting much more confident that even though we might have tariffs here and there between China and the US, a whole lot of other countries might be in a better position with the US. Most of those tariffs might be taken off the table, and China and the US will still find a way to work out a deal because they both actually need each other. And that's why I often, suggest that do not actually take, very knee-jerk responses. Don't be emotional with your investment. Be very, very focused with your investment. Be very, very, serious with your investment. It's not something that you go in, you go out. Yes, that's good if you are a trader, if you are very experienced, but research has actually shown that 70% of traders actually lose money in most cases. So if you go the route of trading, you are likely to actually lose all or if not more than your capital. So I wouldn't suggest that you should be trading this uncertainty or certainty and uncertainty here and there. I would suggest that you stick to what actually works over time. And what works over time, look at Palantir for instance. Immediate. So this is the 8th and 10th, between 8th and 10th of March, when we had the drawdown. You could actually see here as well. Look at here as well. Around early April, you could see. But this stock has really, really recovered to the upside, and that's why we always suggest stick to what you know how to do best. If you're an investor, stick to being an investor. If you need more knowledge, you could actually call for help, compare notes with other people, and that will take me to where I'm going to close this. We've actually introduced our premium membership, and this premium membership is really, really very, very easy for you to actually be part of this, because it's not just affordable, it's one of the best things that you can actually do for yourself as an investor. Just come with me. So in the last few days, we've actually introduced Stockertim Premium, majorly to support investors to build a very robust portfolio. So irrespective of the situation in the market, you are able to actually build solid foundation for your portfolio. You have access to stock picks, exclusive video analysis about these stock picks, straight to your inbox, delivered 3 times in a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You also get one-on-one coaching if you need that. That can be discussed. Also, this is not financial advice; it's coaching. You still have to do your own homework, and you also have to know that when you invest, you are actually risking your capital. But you need to actually understand, why are you buying a stock, when should you buy, how should you manage risk, and how should you actually be a better investor. So that's what and just for about $10 per quarter. So it's not even per month. It's just $10 for every quarter, and you will have access to specialized coaching, stock picks, exclusive analysis that you can actually use to do your own due diligence, and that's why we started this community. So join our premium community so that you can get access to some of these specialized analysis that can actually help you. So thank you so much. That's the update on the market. We'll also share another update tomorrow to give more clarity, and also look at a particular sector that can actually add value to your portfolio. Till next time, keep investing, keep growing. Take care, and bye bye.